Well, when somebody comes here to Claremont McKenna College, this is a very different environment than your typical business school. So a lot of our faculty are really interested in the kind of intimate relationship with students. So they'll spend extra time with students. I myself have had students into my house for dinner. So it's not just about trying to make you professionally developed. It's also trying to make you personally developed. And I think that's one of the key elements. When you're only here for a year, you want to maximize all of your opportunities with your faculty. And that's why I came to Claremont McKenna, and that's why I know a lot of my colleagues did as well.
I think the common feature of our faculty, they care a lot about teaching, communicating with students, getting to know students. But at the same time, if you look at their academic records, they're stellar. So really excellent researchers, are very highly regarded in the occupation, in the profession. So it's an interesting combination.
Teaching is one of the really great aspects of my job, partly just because it's fun to be around a lot of really smart people who are, young and trying to learn stuff and get ahead in life, and so, it's really a joy.
Our faculty, I think, have a nice mix of both practical and also impractical. We understand a lot of the sort of like rubber meets the road issues. So we have a lot of faculty that have worked in industries like the SEC, or have actually worked for firms. I worked for the Council of Economic Advisors. Lisa Mulbrook worked for the SEC, for example. But then we also have some really sort of high-powered academics who are traveling the world, spreading the gospel of their research. People like Henrik Cronquist has done this. Janet Smith has her own textbook because she has so much expertise in these sorts of areas. So that's really the mix of the group you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of faculty who are those that are going to be very quantitative and give you a lot of the theoretical, but you're also going to get a lot of the applications.
I teach a course called Entrepreneurial Finance, and the course is an integrated course in the sense that it draws from lots of different disciplines, statistics, accounting, finance, and economics. And what we do is teach students how to evaluate and size up a potential opportunity, a new entrepreneurial venture, and then take that entrepreneurial venture and try to evaluate how best to manage its growth and how to deal with its uncertainty as it goes from early stage to a later stage in its development, where perhaps it's harvested either as an IPO or as an acquisition target.
It's a finance program, but we emphasize accounting, and with good reason. The reason being principally that accounting is how you measure the numbers that get used in the kinds of things that one does in the finance end of the program. And it's the usual story, garbage in, garbage out. If you don't actually understand what those numbers are and try to make them appropriate to measure the economic concepts, then you can be misled, right? So in our accounting aspect of the program, we try to teach the students how to understand what the numbers are and adjust them in a variety of ways.
The type of student that comes here should have a certain intensity and a certain interest and a certain passion for doing something that's not just going to be standard. So yes, it's chock full of a lot of things, but it's almost bursting at the seams with activity that's going to give you that kind of strength afterwards. So it is short, but it is sweet.
As you can see, the Robert Day School has some incredible faculty members. What would you like to learn next? Where should we go? There are plenty of options.